You know, they have really hard engage here on HLE.
There's no contest from the other side. Remember, a reminder, you can log into your Riot account on lolesports.com and watch Worlds Live to earn exclusive Worlds, emotes, icons, and capsules. So go in there, get your stuff, get some prizes the same way that Peanut is securing those grubs right now. And it looks like Canyon is going on to the other side of the rift to take that Drake. It's the common
Sejuani player, so him with the early ultimate for Sejuani, I think will be very dangerous for Gen. I don't know if they can get all of them though, because that was also Varus ultimate used for the little chunk of damage.
Yeah. All right, second Void Grub is about half HP. Peanut's going to step forward, try to take that one. Meanwhile, down in the bottom lane, Doran trying to get away from Keen. He's down to 100 HP while the Grubs.
The Hex play done, so I think we see his first ulti here.
Okay, Delight with a Hex Flash over the wall. Peanut. Glacial Prison onto the hands, but it ain't going to be a whole lot now. The lights go off. Paranoia goes in. Gen.G with a kill on Peanut, and this is exactly what they needed. Zeka tries to use Fate Sealed of the wall, but it's an arrow through his heart. The Samurai falls to the Archer. Gen.G take Drake +2, and they ain't done yet. Keen still
Ultimate is ready again, so they go over to next objective, and we'll be able to burn this one down no problem.
See the ward and teleport to the ward, so you've got to be there to the objective fight sooner, as now the Herald driven into the tier 1 turret there by Canyon. Doran has to flash back away, but Peanut's ready for the counter attack here with the Glacial Prison, but a nice follow-up comes in from Delight. Over the top goes the hostile takeover. It's already dead.
Top and had to teleport into the play, so he wasn't there as that fight kicked off, wasn't there to follow up on a great engage from Delight. But Hanwha, TP topside, they would get the tier 2, but a third dragon for Gen.G, one stop
moves that HLE want to make even before they make them.
And that's the thing again, is where we just see that play of Nocturne covering
Force the Baron instead. Chovy teleporting up to join the remaining 4 players on Gen.G. The Paranoia is there to stop an appropriate follow-up. The Baron is secured by Gen.G, but now they got to try to get everybody else away. Kanan with the flashback over the wall. Hanwha can't do anything. Gen.G with the
take it. You have a Blade of the Rune King, Gwinsu's Varus, who will rip through the percentage.
Enough gold.
Oh, Keen jumping in there immediately with the Between Worlds. If they pick the enemy jungler, no way to contest that Dragon Soul.
Oh my God!
Unless Delight goes in for a massive 4-man engage. Gen.G melts before your eyes. Do not doubt Delight, or you will find yourself in the dirt. A triple kill for Viper, and Hanwha just buried Gen.G.
Nice macro, kids. How's this Wombo combo taste? That was huge. Delight into Zeka, able to destroy them at HLE. That also denies the Dragon Soul.
That was Delight on the Rel. Absolutely clutch in that moment.
Engage King. I mean, what more can you say? Absolutely beautiful. And I always also love and give like extra bonus credit when you pull off an engage and, you know, stun into the full crash down, ultimate. Zeka is immediately following up, and now,
yeah, Canyon, he'll try to use Paranoia defensively, but it's too late. Viper's already unstoppable. Gen.G seeing if they might be able to get
try and get back into the game.
Oh, immediate jump, the pick on Chovy. You just see Viper right before the Infernal Drake spawns again, and Hanwha's going to continue having control over the entire Chovy respond in time to be able to make his TP in, as now another TP is about to show up for Hanwha. Doran has rejoined everybody else. Paranoia cast, a charm onto Delight, but he's the only one. Between Worlds has already been used. Doran here in the front line, jumps in from a Mega Gnar, but he ain't going to find the angle here just yet. Zeka resetting with a Soul Unbound. Keen's the first to drop. Viper's going godlike. Gen.G scrambling to fight back, but Zeka's too strong. Viper's too strong. Gen.G's running towards the wrong base, and Doran's gonna hit him with the wallop. Couple more auto attacks gets it done. Chovy's about to drop again. Call it a Drake. Call it an ace. Call it a fight for Hanwha.
Call me the LCK champions. Hanwha showing why they won, why they threatened Gen.G, and why they want to join LNG in the quarterfinal stage.
We got 15-second death timers still ticking down for the Gen.G team as HLE are on to the Nexus turrets. They will crumble before them, and Hanwha Live Esports take the first game in the LCK Finals rematch.
Finals ain't no. Mentioned their pick potential last time. Gets even bigger here.
And I always like Leona into Jin as well because it's so easy for if he opens up the curtain call and you're trying to disengage or anything, you can just throw the solar flare and just, all right, curtain's done. Yep.
Grabs one without having to use his smite, by the way, which is so key for the first grub pack. I don't know if he'll actually try and go right back and steal one away, but sometimes you can kind of wrap around and steal one away, see if enemy jungler use their smite, but he's not even
Gen.G walks their troops in and secures this objective.
That is so massive for Gen.G, and big credit to Lehens for positioning and timing and these early objectives for themselves, and they'll easily be able to get to at least 4 for themselves, probably 5, since nobody is heading over for HLE. And HLE, once again, trying to do the cross map instead. Exactly. Don't even want to try and fight you on it. And
well, to deny them any sort of dive potential, but yeah, just Hanwha not really in a position to do anything.
It's an easy second. Gen.G now with a 3-man push in the bottom lane, looking to mine some more plate money away as Zeka's already in the smoke, but with that defensive cooldown used with solar flare finding him, it's such an easy first blood for Gen.G. Zeka thought it was enough to stay safe, but it wasn't. Now a flashback over the wall from Peanut, while Doran can't find the kill on Chovy. Hanwha thought they might have seen a counterpunch there, but Gen.G gets away from it.
Great job from Lehens to lock down Zeka in that shroud. Peanut steps forward.
Oh, hold on now. Between worlds, Peanut could be in a little bit of trouble, but Viper's coming down to look to help him. Doran with a flame spitter, but instead, it's just another death. This time for Peanut. Delight wants to go in. Lehens finally drops. Viper gets the kill, and the curtains are called. Keen sniped down again. A double kill back over to Viper. Zeka shows up.
And the Sunder Skies proc, which makes it really difficult to take him down and just buys that little bit of extra time. But
kill the turret, but a demolish proc plus a charge. That is the end of the road for the tier 1 turret here in mid lane. First turret taken for the side of Gen.G. Hanwha had already secured the one in the bottom lane for themselves. The Hens drifting. Boom! Right into the turret. The last little bit of damage will get it done. Then Zenith Blade back onto Zeka to try to get it. Means they're going to secure the Drake, and Gen.G are saying, fine, take it. They want to go and trade the tier 2 turret back in the mid lane at the same time, but it ain't going to work out so well as the Hens tries to get away, but he's locked up, beat down, finally saved by Pays, who uses that Callista ultimate to keep his teammate around. Zeka goes in. Perfect execution over the wall, but it's not perfect enough.
Kills, ends up just gifting one back to Gen.G and sets them up for the top lane tower as well.
And those are the benefits of really quickly moving on to the next objective. You know, Gen.G are like up here once again. Always spot Delight. Lehens chases him out.
Zeka setting up for maybe a pincer attack here. Delight's going to be stunned up at the very start of the fight. He tries to get away, but he's sent into the fear. He's sent into the graveyard. Canyon grabbing the first kill there as now he has to disengage. Hanwha Life have already lost their clutch factor. They have no way to try to approach this fight now.
Yeah, actually so smart. Lehens just runs straight at Delight. They push him out of the brush. Immediate Nocturne ultimate. They immediately jump on him and take away all that possibility of the setup. Beautiful stuff here from Gen.G to even get themselves to a soul point pretty quickly into the game, considering they gave up one of the Infernal Dragons and they're not even done.
Ooh, Doran with the flash over the wall to try to escape. But as soon as that summoner spell is down, Aurora's going between worlds and Doran is trying to get all the way back to safety. Peanut down to 100 HP. Pays jumps forward with a beautiful shot from the...
Right.
Deadly Flourish only hits the Hens. Not really that big of a deal. Peanut now jumping in for a little bit more. Pays could get caught out. Popping the cleanse, trying to get away to the blast cone. Pays still alive for now. They're trying to dive into him. They finally get the shutdown, but now Zeka's got to be careful. Equalizer comes down over the top. Chovy trying to escape. Zeka sure he can flip. Ain't going to find the target. Chovy gets away between worlds coming down here for Gen.G. Double go back over to Canyon. It's 2 dead on Gen.G. It's 2 dead on HLE. And Zeka is trying to get away. Canyon with the flash in for the fear. And Keen won't let him get out. The weirding just puts him into the dirt as a TP puts Gen.G right back in a spot for more objectives, more gold, and more of a lead against Soul Spawns.
It's funny because I know that play is going to be referenced all tournament long now. Here we go.
You better believe it. But Canyon popping the paranoia. Solar Flare lands. They found a lot of damage onto light. It's hard to find a counterattack like that, and Pays gets the kill. Now he's got to be careful because Peanut and Zeka are ready to take him down. Viper getting away on the top of the fight at the same time, but Gen.G is just cutting through everybody. Keen gets back away across the veil. All right, that's...
He knows the game is slipping away, and so he wants the miracle play. You know, HLE time is really running out for them, so you know their desperation meter is just like through the roof now. We kind of already saw.
I just think they're running out of time.
Keen just putting in the work on the tier 3 turret, all alone, all by himself, all uninterrupted. That tier 3 turret's already gone. Canyon's over the wall, ready with a paranoia. Gen.G just waiting, biding their time. They know they don't have to force anything. The game favors them so heavily at this point. HLE still just scrambling, trying to defend.
And how frustrating is this got to be as Hanwha? Like this slow, methodical pace from Gen.G, where it's a death by 1,000 cuts, and now those cuts continue to rain down as you're underneath the tower.
There it goes, the dive is ready to go in. Delight tries to make the miracle happen, but Gen.G are not believers here today. Doran getting dove by Lehens, a little bit more damage would get it done, and finally the burn seals the deal.
He gets a vision ward on him, so he does cancel it.
Oh, Lehens immediately with a flash engage going after Viper, but he ain't gonna find the kill that he wants, kill that he needs. Keen with a rampage on Peanut as Gen.G are way too strong. 3 for nothing. The Viper makes it 4. Zeka tries to escape, and Gen.G with a clean fight here at the very end. They do not need an Elder. They don't even need Zeka. They just want him to send a message. Canyon gets back away, and there it is. Lehens ends HLE, and Chovy's pushing the minion wave into the base.
What a game for Lehens too, this one. Gen.G, the steamroller, going to even this one up and take game number 2.
All that's left is the structures falling down. I'm so glad our LCK Finals rematch is not just going to be a clean sweep. Gen.G ties us up. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to a 3rd game.
The Xayah option for actually dealing with the dive, but since it was red side Gen.G, they kept their pick hidden here for the end, and we're gonna have the Twitch range with range late game. Just feels so. Oh, wait a second.
Yeah, Lehens walking down here underneath the tier 1 turret, but the teleport will arrive. Keen level 2 here on the Aurora, but man, Keen is in some trouble. He flashes away, tries to use the weirding to keep himself alive. Delight survives the damage of the turret, and that's already a 1-0 for HLE here in the early game. They're about to make it 2. Peanut at least dies to the turret, so there's 1 traded back, but the play goes positive.
Ready, so could get his level 6 immediately.
Yup, and there it is. Canyon, level 6, first grub already down, Peanut retreating.
I just love what they did there. You know, Lehens hovering in the river, in the fog of war, as the wave is slowly pushing into them. They're not really concerned about it. Canyon finishes up the Krugs, goes right over to those grubs. They finish it off, and that's how you really...
Level 1 Paranoia, not the longest range, but it's long enough. Zenith Blade to lead the engage. Lehens starting it off as Viper still tries to escape. The cleanse ain't gonna do it. The bailout ain't gonna do it. The piercing... pushing towards top here, just continuing to try to grab as much plate money as they can. Meanwhile, Canyon, they're gonna be the first to commit here to this river. If Canyon can steal away even a single grub, that's all they need. He flies into the middle of everybody. The solar flare coming down over the top, but Canyon is already dead. A nice hostile takeover fired back in, but Viper now dies as Pays takes him out. Lehens drops to Doran, and Peanut has to flash back over the wall. Chovy has finally joined, and Doran has to try to get away, but a double kill back over to the Twitch. He is hiding no longer, and Gen.G, they'll go 2 for 2 with HLE, but the grubs are still on the menu, and they're looking good for Gen.G.
It looks so good to start off with from Hanwha. Delight, a terrific ultimate across the team, buying that space for Viper, and even with the
rotate into the bot side river, rotate towards the Drake that Kobe's talking about. You want to use to bait them into these open fights. First turret dropping at the same time. You can see the information on the top of your screen as we just now crest the moment where the turret plates are gone. It's a 5-3 plate advantage for HLE, but Gen.G pretty much making up for that difference in golden plates by grabbing grabbing the first turret 30 seconds before HLE can respond in the top lane with Smolder. And now the second Drake goes the way of Gen.G as well, with the gold dead even, and Zeka at just the Gnar separated from the rest of the team. Doran's about to transform back from Mega Gnar. This is not a good state for HLE to try to go in for a fight. They wanted to try to grab Lehens. There's the handshake with Mom over the top, and Zeka gets the first kill. They're trying to go between worlds. Canyon's in the front of everybody, and Pays is free firing. The kills start coming in for both sides. Make it 3 for Pays. 2 of them picked up by Chovy, though, as Peanut and Zeka try to get away. A triple for Chovy, and Peanut's the last man standing. Chovy cleans them up. A quadra kill for the Gen.G mid.
Keen is putting the fish in the barrel for Pays and Chovy to knock them down. Gen.G wanted one fight, and my God, did they get it.
They certainly did. They get the dragon and they get the smolder. So both dragon's flowers, everything taken care of, including 2 turrets afterwards. It's insane how much they get. I really like the execution as well, as Chovy gets a little bit frisky with the mid lane here.
Well, Viper tried to catch him with the Chains of Corruption, since that's already down, and Chovy already had to use the ulti to escape it. He feels fine trying to scrap with the rest of the cooldowns, as Canyon and Lehens have to try to get away now. They try to flash out to survive the Glacial Prison. Pays is firing into everybody, but he's finally caught. Zeka kills him. Gen.G has overextended, and they are punished for it. Absolutely clutch to not let Pays get away with that. HLE doing everything they can to try to
This one, of course, as you guys keep on mentioning, that possibility of Smolder continuing to stack up. A lot invested there, but a Nocturne ult on him.
Yeah, Canyon has found his target here with Zeka's Smolder. Mom summoned. Maybe it would have been enough to save him just from Nocturne. But
Let's try and get on towards the backline. Pays in a very good spot, though, between all these members of Gen.G.
yeah, Lehens wanted to go in there with a Zenith Blade, but he ain't gonna find the angle. Doran ready to transform. Gnar bar charged. Gets charmed, though. Snot Bubble hits Lehens. There goes Mom. A little bit more damage by doing it. Viper grabs the kill. The Drake also secured by HLE. Beautiful.
It's going to land on you every little bit of poke damage, so the decisions have to be instantaneous to go for.
Zeka approaching 300 stacks here, gets away from the charm, but Pays has already opened up on Viper. Now you got to be careful, because Delight is about to die too, and Doran's caught between worlds. Chovy and Canyon ready to follow up as the Gnar can't transform in time. Flashing away with a Sterix gauge active, throws a boulder right back to him. Peanut still looking for maybe Doran here on the front line. Baron at 6k HP. HLE piling in. Lehens tries to get away. Doran still at about half HP now, as Peanut has to fully escape. Arctic Assault backwards. Baron still aggro at 3,000. Doran still trying to transform. He needs to go into Mega Gnar. Peanut's behind the wall into the pit, but the Baron's going to be secured by Canyon. Now HLE trapped between a wall and an enemy team. Canyon gets the kill on Doran, and Chovy goes over looking for a little bit more. They want to kill the Smolder, and Zeka pops. They all drop, and it looks like the hopes are done, dead and gone for HLE.
And they close it though here. Gen.G now with massive lead.
Oh, HLE walks way too close to the brush, and there's no way out for Delight.
They've got the nail gun out, and they're just spamming nail after nail after nail. Yep, that's going to be
new Twitch.
Doran's going to be the next one picked.
Am I allowed to bet? Is it too late?
I think the betting window, no, the betting window is closed on this one. That is it for Doran. For another 5 minutes, but they don't really need a mega buff right now. They're ahead 8,000 gold. They've got an Infernal Soul. That's a mega buff on its own, as now the Glacial Prison immediately finds Chovy upon teleport, but the counterattack is there. Pays is hitting everybody. He flashes, he cleanses, and he ends everybody on HLE. Exactly like we said. Pays on the Twitch. He came into the game with 100% win rate on it. He's gonna leave the game with 100% win rate on it. Gen.G is going to show HLE that the finals are not the rule, but they are the exception. This squad has controlled the Korean League of Legends scene for a damn long time, and they're showing it.